video just dropped, and you know who's talking about it? Me. This guy's talking about it. Oh, and of course, I know a lot of you guys have been asking me lately, oh, why don't you ever use the green screen? Why is it there? Well, to that I ask, why don't you go downstairs and look in that drawer where your mom always keeps that roll of duct tape, and you know the one I'm talking about, and tape your fucking mouth shut for once in your goddamn life. Okay, no time to waste, gang. Let's go see what Dr. Nowhere has in store for us. There he is, guys. No Jawline Joe is back at it again with his ancient wisdom. He introduces this video as a beginner's introductory course to the Oddity Compendium. In other words, we're going to be learning about things. Odd things, in fact. Also, I don't know if you guys picked up on this, but you ever notice that guy? Like that little guy growing out of his side? Look, you see him? You see, look at it. What is that? God, some kind of mushroom? To clarify, in Dr. Nowhere, Somewhere's words, he says that we will be learning about strange anomalies both in our universe and beyond. Interdimensional travel, it seems. Installment 1, Faux Beds, a land of forgotten faces and geometric knowledge beyond belief. What will we learn today? Your own bed may be harboring a hunger for your flesh. Sleep with a cold fan on if possible. If you ever walk downstairs one morning and your family is gone, interacting with the headless corpses that remain in their steads should be avoided. Non-existence is a contagious disease. If you're out in the middle of nowhere and you get a rush of brilliant ideas, turn back immediately. Enlightenment is a drug, and the withdrawals can kill. Yeah, that's good and all, but you know, it's missing a step 4, actually, which is, well, it would be to, take our goddamn medicine, go outside, and stop screaming at the neighbor's deaf chihuahua every week after happy hour at TGI Fridays. In layman's terms, have we lost our goddamn minds?
Fleshbeds or mattressfolk are a species of parasitic subhuman that highly resemble bedding mattresses. The body of a dormant fleshbed appears identical to a standard mattress. However, slicing the thin sheet-like skin reveals many soft organs, limb-like appendages, and a humanoid head which hides beneath the skin. They were first discovered in the late 1960s when a mattress company was surveying excess storage. Upon finding many seemingly pristine mattresses that had not been sold, they gave them away to thrift shops and people in need. The people who received the mattressfolk initially had no issues with faux beds. It wasn't until the air began to warm up that these beds awoke from their uneventful hibernations.
I guess that's it. We have lost our goddamn minds. Well, you heard it from the horse's mouth, folks. That mattress you and your in-laws snagged at the junkyard for a bargain deal, well, let's just say you might have gotten yourself a buy one, get one free. In other words, you're fucked. Apparently, these mattress folk weren't discovered until the 60s when some unnamed mattress store found a few unused ones just lingering in the back, which still doesn't explain what the fuck they are, but who am I to judge? Also, one thing worth noting is that throughout this entire video, a random laugh track will literally play at the worst fucking times. Like, I don't know, when someone is dying or something. It's just weird. God, what a weirdo. What a weird little person. Anyways, the mattresses were donated, and wouldn't you know it, someone got gotten. So, you see, mattress folk are activated by this thing called heat, okay? Heat bad, heat mean hungry. That's exactly what happened to the first victim, Alice DeGere, or DeGere, I don't fucking know, I forgot. Long story short, when her room got hotter, one of the mattress folk woke up while she was asleep and completely devoured her. They found her remains just sizzling away within the mattress's intestinal tract. Interestingly, her body was only discovered when they noticed the stench of rot and sulfur coming from behind her bedroom door. sulfur. If you don't know, sulfur is often associated with demons and the devil himself. So maybe that's a hint at where these things came from. Who knows? While no one knows for certain where they came from, it's theorized that they were a branch off from Homo sapiens that devolved into a subhuman species and merged with some sort of mycelial network. So shrooms, basically. Think shrooms, think bigger, think shroom. Apparently by studying the digestive system of the bedfolk, researchers discovered the remains of people dating all the way back to the 1600s. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that all the way out the front door. No thanks. Also, the mattresses were found to share DNA with specific people, including that of Napoleon Bonaparte. This has to be some next level form of irony that I'm just not picking up on right now, but okay. Next stop, the headless macrocosm. That's funny, that kind of sounds like a band I would start and then immediately try to dissolve back in 2016. Anyways, this is essentially just another reality branched off from ours, only instead of people, it's just filled with tall, headless corpses. While dead, these corpses somehow breathe through holes in their necks, and sometimes if you're lucky, you might actually see them jiggle around a little. They get a little excited sometimes, a little titillated. The only times when these corpses have been known to react or show signs of life is when interacted with by other humans that accidentally slip into this pocket dimension. By the way, if my eyes are watering throughout this video, I have horrible fucking allergies. God save me. Pray for me, yo. But yes, on the topic of people accidentally slipping into this pocket dimension, exactly 2,393 people live in this reality, and oh god, do they hate it there. I mean, why didn't they tell me they made an analog horror about North Dakota, am I right? North Dakota, anyone? No, in all seriousness, though, these people all ended up there by supposedly falling asleep under mysterious circumstances, only to somehow wake up there. Once this happens, basically no one back on Earth remembers who these people were. In fact, throughout the video, when pictures of these people are shown, it's almost like all their faces and features are redacted in a way. Which means that this dimension is probably a form of anti-reality. What is that? Basically, it is a dimensional toilet. A dimensional outhouse where all dimensional stink and rot goes right down the toilet. Now, how exactly does one pass the time in the headless macrocosm? Excellent question. Well, some have done it by giving the headless corpses cute little nicknames, such as Stumpies, Cranes, and Ichabodies. Now, of course, we can't talk about the headless macrocosm without also talking about the incident. Indeed, a while ago, there was an incident that caused our reality and the headless macrocosm to be fused together. It all started when a guy by the name of Michael Tedford walks into a house and accidentally bumps into one of the corpses. It is then that the corpse springs to life and, how do I put this? Rips his fucking head off, places it atop its neck, and then enters our dimension in the year, 2061, where it shows off its little trophy hat in someone's backyard, and he raises his arms up in the air like this. He's real excited about it, guys, let me tell you. Now, why would the entity do this, though, in all seriousness? Well, it simply wanted to become old Tedford by, well, in Doctor's words, leech off of his very existence. It is actually due to this deep yearning that they have to be a part of reality again, as they are riddled with a disease known as non-existence itself. Once this disease is contracted, you actually get sent to the headless macrocosm where all those other losers are. So this implies that everyone in the headless macrocosm will eventually turn into one of those headless corpses. Moving on to the Obelisks of Enlightenment, a group of monolithic beings that dwell in remote regions across the earth. All of these beings float a few inches off the ground at most and face geodetic true north at all times, giving them the nickname the Fathers of True North. Oh yeah, and they're also tall as shit. Weird flex. And also, in addition to that, they move at the faster than fast speed of 2 inches per year. Sounds like my car. Man, that really does sound like my car, actually. Apparently, these beings are so knowledgeable of the universe and all its secrets that they have to yap about it just to offload all of the excess information. Those who have wandered towards these obelisks have been attracted by angelic singing. Hearing these sounds and just being exposed to the obelisks or being in the vicinity of the obelisks, in general, has been known to significantly expand intelligence in some people, and in others, overexpand it. Like overexpand, like your head fucking explodes. They also have this weird umbilical cord that travels thousands of feet into the sky so that they can better connect with the cosmos. Weird fetish, but hey, I'm not here to kink shame. I'm just saying it's a little weird. Apparently these weird organs that they have connecting them to the sky are like collectively made up by the people that they absorb into their digestive system. Now, who are these people? Well, they are the people whose heads didn't explode. These are the people that are actually capable of comprehending such intense forms of logic. You know, being a smartass does have its consequences at the end of the day. Akin to black holes, these obelisks are tears in the universe that are believed to have been brought about by ancient giants who were mad because people on Earth are dumb and stupid and they suck. Apparently, they were so stupid that Khufu himself had to use these obelisks as an answer key or something while building the pyramids. Loser, what was he, homeschooled or something? Wait, before you go, there's a bonus oddity, a discount deal. Oh boy, how could one refuse? A dime a dozen. Filbus! This is Filbus. This is him. Say hi to Filbus, everyone. No one knows what he does, but after consuming media depicting Filbus, people have inexplicably begun to worship him in this sort of political practice known as Filbism. It is through his teachings that his disciples spread the beautiful truth of eating chairs and similar pieces of furniture. Why? Well, my child, it is to honor Filbus's great sacrifice. You ungrateful heretic. Still not convinced? Well, I got something for that. Take it away, Filbus.
You wonderful things about Filbism. Consider the body of Filbism to come one with many others today. It's a great decision. Just eat from here to get started.
Yeah, apparently the longer you talk about Filbus, it just turns into a political ad campaign or something. I don't know. Insert American presidential election reference here or something. Oh no, the video's wrapping up soon and it looks like it's time to go. Before we leave, it's time for a brief cleansing process. Now for this process, guys, I want you to make sure that you keep your eyes wide open and you don't take them off the screen for any reason whatsoever. Got it? I want you to keep your eyes open for this part. Very important, okay? All right, take it away, Doc. How does it feel knowing that he just saw your entire browsing history? Well, how delightful. What a wonderful class field trip. And boy, oh boy, haven't we learned a lot today. Well, of course, I am going to find any possible way I can to combine this or connect this with the boiled one phenomenon, right? How do they tie together? Well, I don't think this is technically part of the same series, so don't get your hopes up on that, guys. but I do believe that they take place somehow in the same universe, so we can still learn a lot from it. Mainly because the creator made it a point to include the installment number in the title of the video, implying that it will be its own separate series with multiple parts. One thing that I want to point out, and another commenter by the name of YPhoenix5957 noticed this too, is that the laugh track that plays in this video plays at moments that absolutely no one should be laughing at. So then you think to yourself, what other sound-minded human being would find any of this funny? And the answer is none, which implies that this video is not made for a human audience. You know, that is something to keep in mind when watching future episodes of this. There's also this Dr. Nowhere character that I want to talk quite a bit about. I still don't know if this is just the creator's stage name for YouTube, the character's name, or both, but for now, we'll just call them Doctor. It's heavily implied at the end there that he's not as endearing as he may be trying to come off to us, right? He lies to his audience directly by telling them that, you know, at the end, the cleansing session is an auditory experience only, and there's no need for us to open our eyes. Of course, if you did open your eyes, you know for a fact that this is not true. He was literally watching us the entire time. Either this implies that he is somehow aware of his human audience, or that he is somehow indiscriminately feeding off of his audience's energy, whoever they may be. All in all, I'm definitely interested to see more of his character and what exactly he's going to bring to the table, and how all of this eventually ties back to humanity, if at all. Because that little part at the end there makes me think that this video wasn't just made with his non-human audience in mind. It almost kind of struck me as a fourth wall break. Lastly, I know this part is minuscule in comparison to everything else, but one other thing I really wanted to appreciate was this little quote here. Enlightenment is a drug, and withdrawals withdrawals can kill. That is such a meaningful thing to say, and I don't think you guys realize how many layers there are to that onion. And I think there's something to be said about non-existence being treated as a disease in the headless macrocosm part of the video as well. Perhaps that could be touching on the fear of being forgotten, especially as an artist, which is definitely felt. Anyways, those are my 2 cents. Please do continue to give appreciation to the creator as always. I've tagged their channel below in the description for you guys. And thanks for watching my video for some reason. Okay, ta-ta!